Hey there, YouTube fam. How's it going? Thank you so much for joining me for this tarot reading. This is going to be another all signs. The main point to this channel, if you're new here, is just to enjoy some positive vibes together. You know what I mean? This is YouTube. So let's see what comes up this round. I appreciate the company either way. All right, so as per usual, I have already shuffled. So let's go ahead and cut all of the decks together and see how the cards fall. That keeps happening yesterday and today. It's the very first card in the entire deck, the Mother card. There may be old mother wounds. There may be something significant that has occurred recently involving motherhood. All the babies, the great mother, the feminine, the source. We begin our archetypal story with the mother's love. Through her sensual, fertile, and life-giving energy, all creation takes form. Regardless of our birth story, each of our hearts beat for the first time in the warm womb of the mother, where she offered resources from her body for the building of our own. Yet her tale is not so simple, as the mother, especially on the earthly plane, contains both light and dark aspects of the feminine. With the best of intentions, the mother wraps her loving arms around her creations and begins to grip what she's meant to set free. What she meant to set free. The mother both nurtures and prohibits growth. She gives, yet clings. She creates, yet restricts. Amid this complex energy, the mother holds the key to the eternal challenge of love. So at first, this kind of looks like a rope, doesn't it? That's what I was thinking at first. And then I realized that's the head of a snake right there. Right? For that clutching, like a constrictor. I've been wanting to turn this and look at this side the whole time I've been reading that. So thank you for bearing with me. Notice how the mother archetype is expressed in nature. This is perhaps the most balanced and benevolent form of the mother's grace. And on the bottom of this deck, we have the freaking father. Are you kidding me right now? Wow. Look at us. Look at us having some fun on YouTube. This has really been theme. This has really been such a time for that. To throw away band-aids and get to the root issues, the root causes of how we do things, how we react to things, why do we like the things that we like, and so on, right? So, interesting. Let's move on to the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. Thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. Yep, there we go. All right, number 14. Oops. This right here is the ultimate card of celebration. Not just of yourself. You're amazing, though. But those around you. When you're done putting on your crown each and every morning, go and help someone else put on theirs. You have so much love and wisdom to spread, so don't waste it. Self-love is essential, but community is important too. All right, I feel like that's kind of connecting to the mother and the father cards that came up first, right? You're a nurturer, aren't you? A bit of a caregiver. And maybe for a while now you've been feeling very burnt out. And you're being reminded that it's all one and the same is what just came to mind. It's all one and the same, right? That Six of Pentacles type of energy where Giving is receiving. Don't worry when you receive a gift that you have to immediately give something to them. They already had the joy of giving to you, right? Just know that when the time is right, you'll have something to share. And it's just, I'm thinking of that infinity symbol. You know what I mean? There is no big, there is no small in actuality. It's all the same, right? What's on the bottom? Unplug and relax for a spell. Huh! 1, 2, 3. 4, but with 1 is 5. Hey! Dude, I have dyscalculia, or however it's pronounced, so if I'm going to be noticing some numbers, they must be spiffy. Now let's see if we can get some clarification. With the tarot, I like to think of the tarot as a story. So let us see. What is chapter 1? Okay, of course I have no crystals up here right now to be able to hide them titties with. Okay, all right, I'll find something. Don't you worry, don't you? Oh, hey, I have a little clear quartz right about there. I don't know what. Oh, goodness, it's a naked lady. Nope, you know what? That's not going to work. Let's try this koala. That's lepidite. Lepidolite, or whatever the heck. You know what I'm talking about. So there are various things going on here with the star, just in case. For example, the hermit, the star is inside of his lantern. That is that light within you, your hopes and dreams, right? And she has 2 pitchers that she is pouring water from. I'm feeling like it's just more of the same, that it's all connected. The rivers run to the ocean and all of that good, right? And this can also be a reminder that you're meant to shine. That's one of my recent affirmations that I've been doing, is I shine like a beacon, like 1,000 suns, right? 1,000 stars, 1,000, whatever. You know what I mean. Right? You're meant to shine. Stop trying to blend in. There's a big difference between wearing a big old rock on your finger and not wanting to get robbed, and dulling yourself in order to fit in order to blend and be accepted by others. You, my friend, are not meant to blend in. You're meant to shine, and all of your hopes and dreams are proof of that, aren't they? Yeah. Chapter 2. Well then, I guess we can't overlook the imagery, right? This is meant to be, whatever equivalent it is for you, a gift from the divine. And the pentacles are the earth. That's everything. That's what sustains you, right? It's the seeds that you plant, the garden that you cultivate. And this one even has like this beautiful garden going on. It's life. It's what you focus on. It's what matters to you. And I love that it's coming up after the star, but it's also the very first card within the suit, isn't it? So this is like the gift of not only new ideas, and prosperity. Sure, fine, I'll give you that one. Fair's fair. But that stability, that stable ground to build upon, that fertile soil, right? Chapter 3. Oh, so many options, my goodness. You may be worried that you're doing the wrong thing, that you're putting your time and energy into the wrong places, into the wrong projects. That's a conundrum for some of us, being able to decide what's a hobby, a sanity break, and what we want to make a living off of, what we want to earn a living off of, right? It's a vibe check though, fam. What makes your soul purr? Because that is clearly extremely important right now. What makes you shine? What makes you not worry about, oh, my watch is booping at me of all times. Dude, it is 12:45. 1 and 2 is 3. I love it when numbers do cool shit rather than making me try to figure out an equation. Anyway, moving on. Right? There are things that you really freaking want to do, but you've been second guessing yourself. And my question is, why for? Why are you doing that? You know what matters to you. You know what you've really been wanting to do. And this is your life. You get to decide, what do I want to continue dreaming about? And what do I want to pull into reality? Chapter 4. Well then. The 9 of Cups. Are you kidding me right now? I love that we have the Star on one side and we have the 9 of freaking Cups on the other. The Cups are emotions, the fluidity of life and feelings, right? And this is the wish fulfillment card. Whatever you've been wanting, whatever you've been trying to manifest, whatever you've been praying for, in the palm of your hand. Hey, what's going to come up underneath that gorgeous star card? My goodness, are you kidding me right now, fam? Are you kidding me? So far, there are 2 major arcana. And they're lining right up with each other. The deal with the sun, I love how this print of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the sun, period. The sun card, the sun comes out after, you know, dark moments in our lives. This is a new chapter that is beautiful, right? That is glowing. Now, there is a wall here. And technically there. But notice how they both have flowers with them. You're the only one that you need to save yourself. You are your own white knight. Or equivalent, my dear, right? And the sun and the sunflowers are looking right at you. Right? There's a point being made. That's a red flag. And red, now, normally the tablecloth here would be blue and the, what is that? Oh, I looked it up and I keep forgetting. That hat is blue. And for some reason with this deck, they switched them. And I feel like that's okay though. Because red is not only about passions, it is your heart, right? It's love. You're being reminded to not only love yourself, but that it emanates from you and it warms all of those around you, right? Trust yourself. You know what you're doing. That light within you is a beacon. You are beautiful. Don't let anybody ever confuse you about that. They have no right. They should not have that kind of power. Okay? What's going to come up underneath the Ace of Pentacles? Wow, 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 wow. Well, this is a very cup-heavy reading, don't you think? That means that we are talking about your emotions and the flow of things. I love that we're going from new beginnings, an ace, right on into a 2. But we also have the 9 represented. That's beautiful. This, notice how this person kind of looks like the High Priestess, intuition, right? And this kind of looks like the Fool, who is the beginning of the major arcana, the trump cards, right? But he's not foolish. I don't think he's confused at all. I think it's more so about that awe for life. And the fact that it's coming up after the sun, heck yeah, fam. Right? This is a union. This isn't only a union and two people coming together and meeting. This is healthy. This is harmonious. They're kindred souls. You know what I mean? They're on the same wavelength with one another. So take your time. Savor it. Get to know this person. Enjoy getting to know them. I have a feeling they're enjoying getting to know you. This is all about new beginnings. And I love that these two, now that I've had some time to sit with it for a moment, we have this like, oh my goodness, so many ideas, so many daydreams, so many wants, and so many blah, blah, blah. But it's all coming to fruition. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. This is a new chapter in your life, and it is beautiful. What's coming up underneath that Seven of Cups? The Nine of Wands. You're healing. This has been such a... What the heck was I saying? This has been such a time... I love this shit, man. This has been such a time for healing. You are protected. Your passion, your creativity, your courage, those wands... Heck yeah, fam. Wands are fire. Cups are water. Pentacles are earth. And the swords are air. Right? But I feel like the earth is still being represented with all these buds on these wands, right? And for some reason, this person is looking behind them. And to me, it's the past. They're healing from the past, which, remember I said that the Sun card tends to show up when you're coming out of a painful cycle into this new glorious cycle. Anything is possible. Why? Because I freaking said so. Right? Like a wee babe, right? What's coming up underneath that? 9. That's 2 9s. Of Cups. The 3 of Pentacles. Oh, another card full of harmony, my friends. But whatever you're working on, whatever you're trying to build right now, whatever you're focusing is good. This is it. This is the beginning of a prosperous future. Do you see what just happened? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bam. My goodness. I personally, when I see this card, I like to think of co-creating with the divine. And as long as you're at the chisel, I have nothing to complain about, do I? Heck no. This is your life. It's yours. Anybody wants to have their opinion, they can just, if that's how it's supposed to be done, they can do it their damn selves, all right? You're doing just fine, fam. You know who you are. You know where you've been, right? You know what you need. You know what you want. Plus you glow. You glow like 1,000 suns, fam. What's the epilogue to this epic tale? End of a cycle. A painful cycle. Once again, we have no 8. Or was it the 7 last time? There was a number that we were missing last time. The 10 of Swords, I mentioned the swords. That's air. That's your mind. People may have no idea what's going on underneath the surface with you, how they've affected you all this time. You've taken it on the chin. You've turned the other cheek. Nope, it's okay. I got this. It's but a flesh wound. Don't worry. Right? The problem that I have with this, and there's that dark night of the soul being represented, the problem that I have with these swords is at least one of those is self-inflicted. I feel like some of us, when we have to deal with the stereotypical form of narcissism in our youth through a parent and such, when people mess with our heads, they train us so well that even when no one's around, that's when we do it to ourselves. We second guess ourselves. We hinder ourselves. And that's what you've been healing from. That kind of, like, you may not have scars on your body. They're underneath your flesh. They're deep inside, right? What did we say about people? Stop making assumptions. You have no idea what someone's going through. And people tend to have no idea what you've been through, huh? And it's been very painful. But my favorite thing about this card, here comes the sun, do 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 do. I like that the positive vibes and everything came out first. But we're going to acknowledge and honor how far you've come. Right? A painful cycle has ended. And it's time to shine brighter than ever. Fam, what's on the bottom of this tarot deck? The Queen of Wands. Boy, howdy. Yay! The Queen and King of Wands have been through it. I mean, either way, regardless of the suit, they've been through that whole suit, right? But when it comes to the fiery Queen of Wands, this is like Phoenix is rising through the ashes. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, she's right up there with the Magician. This is the Witch of the Tarot. And more sunflowers. Alchemy, my friends. Look at that golden throne. I love that we have just regular stone down here, but gold up there. To me, that's representing alchemy. Being able to take pain and turn it into happiness and joy, fulfillment and love, self-acceptance, right? Well done. Well done, fam. What are the extra notes to this incredible, oh, this one wants to play, to this incredible, oh, I already see what that is. Oh, we're going to find out. Crossroads Demon. That's more of a reference to Supernatural, the show. I don't believe in demons, not anymore. What did you do that you I can already see what the next card is. What did you do that you think was so bad that you need to atone for? My point with that is wrong. See, this bandage on their head is white. That speaks of innocence and purity. The sleeve underneath the natural colors of orange and red, that sleeve is white. I don't think you actually did anything wrong. I think it's like what I mentioned before, that it was put into your head, right? Or at the very least, you were trying your best. And I'm not going to fault you for that. But see, people like us, we have grace. We learn from our mistakes. We evolve. We alchemize. You have nothing to atone for, right? You have nothing to atone for. You need to learn and move on. And as far as I'm concerned, that's exactly what you've been doing. So what hook do you think you belong on exactly? None. The hardest thing in this world is to live in it. Be brave. Live. I have a hoodie that has that on it. That is a quote from the season 6 finale of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It gets me verklempt every single time. It gets me all choked up because damn. Don't sacrifice yourself for the world, please. It's just not necessary. On the bottom, Lit a fire under your ass, didn't it? What was that catalyst, fam? What happened that made you realize, oh, I need to move forward. Regardless, I need to move forward. So if there's any more doubt and confusion going on, let it go. Release it with love. It's not serving you. Let it go. Right? Oh, Sam. Oh, look at you. You have such an incredible beginning that you're experiencing. So don't worry. You trust yourself. You are courageous. You are resilient. You've learned so much. All right? Trust yourself. You've got this. And keep healing. Continue healing. You don't have to be perfect in order for your hopes and dreams to come true, in order to move on. You just need to keep trying. You just need to keep going, all right? Follow through. It's literally all you got to do, fam. And always remember that I believe in you. Oh, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. You take care, all right?